If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Okay, so we covered project structuring, then we saw WBS element, we saw networks, then networks and activities. We saw different types of activities. And we also covered different types of versions. Okay. Now, just want to recap. I'm just quickly take you through. Can you tell what are the different types of activities? I am giving you a hint. Okay.
External, internal, one more cost. Yeah.
Yes. So three major types. Internal processing, there are three different tabs for that. Internal processing activity, external processing activity, and then primary cost or general cost. Two names are there. Okay. Cost activity. Within external processing, again, there are two types. One is just plain external processing. Another one is with service. Okay, see this four radio buttons. These four radio buttons are nothing but the
Khalid,
types of activities.
Sorry, Khalid, we can only see your Teams screen. SAP screen, are you sharing any PPT or? No, I am able to see only your Teams screen. What about Srikanth? Are you able to see any other
we
screen?
also only able to see the team screen. Welcome to Teams.
Khalid, you there? Yeah, Khalid.
Yes, okay. There has been a big power breakdown in the city. Half the city is not there, so seems my inverter backup also has gone down. So now I connected with the mobile data. Okay.
Okay.
So let me again go back. Can I share my screen? Let me just share my screen again. Okay, so I was talking about this. Let me again log into the system.
Yeah, now we can see your SAP screen. Yes.
Yes, yes, okay. Okay, I go back here. CJ20N transaction. So I'm just doing a recap. We saw WBS elements, and then we saw networks activities. So I was talking about network activities. Okay, just click on network overview, so I can see the activities. Now I see here internal processing, there are 4 activities. In external, there are 2 activities. Out of the 2, one is external activity, another is external but with service. Okay, this tick box, that is with service. I mean, this tick box is checked, service means it is with services. Okay, I'll just expand this for you can see here. Then primary cost activity, we saw this. Then if I go to total tab, I can see all the activities, all the types. Okay, and if I'll just expand this little bit, so these radio buttons are the types of the activities. Okay, so we have these internal process activities which are supposed to be done by our own company uh, resources, be it people or machinery. Okay, those are internal activities, so you will use work center over here. Okay, then external process activity where there is a procurement involved. So it will generate a PR. Now within external there is one more type which is external but with services. So you will have either service master, you may, or without service master also you can have a service activity. We saw that also, both the examples we saw. Then last one is general cost activity. Now this cost activity, this is just meant for planning the cost. Okay, like I foresee that there will be some cost for insurance in this project, or some work permits I have to take, some municipality or government charges are there that I have to plan for. So I can use general cost activity for that. So only that, okay, let's say I've planned some 100,000 rupees for that. So I will post actuals so that once I post actuals, there will be something uh, planned for that. Okay, so it is just meant for that purpose. So these are the 4 types of activities we saw. Then just let us recap. In the WBS, I spoke about operative indicator, that this is the important one, planning element, account assignment element, and billing element. Okay, sorry. So, okay, any questions now on project, WBS element, and networks? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Khalid,
Khalid, see,
here.
the concept we understood, but how to map in real-time examples? Yeah, we need
Yes.
few more examples. Yeah.
Yeah, we will take the examples. Important one is actually mapping the WBS. We saw that there are different ways of mapping. So one like this, in this SAP project, I've mapped by phase. Like these are the phases now: prepare, explore, realize, deploy. What are the other types we saw? How we can map?
Object oriented, delivery way.
Yes, deliverable oriented, object oriented. Third type can be function oriented, like department oriented. Department oriented also, like let's say we are uh, in a hospital. Okay, so they have different departments. Okay, one department is for gynecology, one for pediatrics, another department, let's say for diabetes, for orthopedics, for radiology, so that I can make WBs for those departments. Correct? I can do my structuring. Let's say my hospital, I'm taking a hospital project. So I can have maybe first buildings, okay, building A, B, C. Then within buildings, I can have departments, or directly I can have departments. Then within departments, maybe I can have, okay, OPD, how much, hospitalization, how much, then maybe wards I can have. That sub level of WBS I can have like that. Okay. Like this, then we have to come out how we can do the structuring. Any this will actually come actually from the business. We have to discuss with the business how they are doing currently, how they are doing their structures in whatever system. It could be in Excel, it's in maybe MS project or Primavera, and then we take from there, or we then give some ideas like these. Okay, we should know the concept of what is WBS for, how we can do the structuring.
Khalid, if for example, if any construction company is laying a road, new road, how can we map that road project?
Yes, very good question. This is. So if you ask the project manager in the construction company, okay, you have to see what is WBS definition?
Work breakdown structure. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So any project manager, his first task, if you go by the PMP book also, project management professional or Scrum or whatever book you go by, first task is work breakdown structure. That this project is there, be it a very small project of 1 lakh or be it 1000 crore or 2000 crore, whatever value it is. First task of a project manager is to do a WBS, work breakdown structure. How he is going to break down the project into manageable work packages. These are work packages. Even below I can go, in prepare I can go, and explore I can further I can go here. So these are nothing but actually work packages, manageable work packages. That is the task. So you ask that project manager of that road construction. Okay. So what he will give. Now I am from construction industry, so straight away I can give you the answer. Okay. But you think, let's say you are not from this industry.
Yeah.
How I will do? So road, I will give you I was telling about that road. Okay. So if you ask the project manager, he'll say this. I was telling that usually these roads are usually government projects most of the times, correct? Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
and government actually allots, see there are now thousands of kilometers of these roads and highways, different types of highways, national highway, state highway, and maybe district level also the roads are there. So let's say we are talking about some national highway. Okay, one number. So let's say it's a long road from Mumbai to Delhi. It's about 1,200, 300 kilometers. Okay, so the government actually gives project, not the it gives into parcels. Okay, that kilometer, let's say 0 to 100. Okay, is one project. Kilometer 100 to let's say 180 is another project. Okay, they make multiple projects of that road. Okay, so and then they give tenders out for that project. Let's say then we are the company, we are a contractor. Let's say we are for example L&T. We have got the project for the first chunk, 0 to 100 kilometer. Hello?
Yeah. We are following. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what will happen? I'm just put here, for example. Okay. This is the road project.
Khalid, you are not sharing, I think.
Not sharing. Yeah. Because I have... Okay. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. Yes.
Okay. So what we can do? This is the road project. I'm just ignore this for now. Road project. Okay. Their terminology, they call it chainage. In the civil terminology. Okay. Chainage 0 to 100. Let's say this is the project. 100 kilometer. Usually in the road project, what they do is somebody waiting in the lobby. So what they do, they break this project into work packages which are manageable. So the first task what they do is they break this 100 kilometers into packages. So they could have 4, 5 or 6, 7, whatever. Let's say they break it into 20 kilometers as one package. So 0 to 20 kilometer is the first package for that. Okay. So just for now, I'll just put here phase 1.
Okay.
Chainage, they call it chainage in their civil engineering terminology. Yes. This is the first WBS, that means level 2 WBS. Second phase, they'll do like that. Phase 2, they start from 20 to, let's say, 40 kilometer. Or it could be, let's say, 41. They find, okay, till here 41 kilometers, there should be, not necessarily it should be 20 every time. Okay, but whatever is for them, there are some strategic points or some planning behind. Let's say there is some town or some small village is there. Before that, they want to complete one phase, or at that point they want to complete one phase. But depending on that, they will come out with this where they should have that kilometer finishing. So then let's say there is one chunk which is very difficult construction. It is going through hilly area or something. So or there are some rivers who need to build bridges or something. So they will have a very small stretch, let's say only 9 kilometer stretch as one phase. It is possible. So this all depends on the project manager, how they want to plan this out, they break it down into how they want to break it down. So like this, say now after this there is a very easy stretch. So I will have 25 kilometers as one stretch, and so on. So phase 5 can be then 75 to 90, let's say. Then there could be one more phase, the last one, let's say we want to do phase 6 will be 90 to 100. But as a PS consultant, I'll tell you, we may not, because this is all industry specific projects. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
So we may not always have the answer how you want to break the WBS structure. Okay. But we are SAP consultants. We don't know construction industry. It's like that people will tell us in manufacturing or in pharma to tell us, make the project structure for us. So we can actually guide them, like how I explained what is the WBS structure, what is the activities, networks, like that we can guide them. Okay, but we have to take the inputs from them only, how they want to come out with the structure. Because we are consultants, project consultants, but we let's say we work on a different industry every time. So we may not know the nitty-gritties of that industry. Correct?
Yeah.
So we don't have to be really scared if this situation comes, but we can give some examples. Okay, like this. Then after this, like level 2 will be further breakup. Okay, what happens in a road? Okay, so if you see road construction, there will be, if there is already a existing road, then they will open up that road, dig that road. That will be maybe first level WBS. Okay, after this level 3 WBS, then there will be laying. There are different layers. First there is rock, then they lay soil, and then the top one is the tar road. Okay, then similarly if there is a cement road, then same for cement also there is different types of WBS package will come. Okay, so it all depends on what is the work. Got it?
Got it, Khalid. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so then we saw types of versions. Okay, so do you remember what types of versions we saw?
Project version, simulation version.
Yes, good.
Operative version.
Yes, very good. More. Project version, simulation version. Okay, those are project versions. One more we saw. Operative version you told, correct. CO version, remember? Hello?
Yeah, Khalid.
Yeah. CO versions are nothing but CO plan versions. Okay. Now in today's session, probably when we start planning today or tomorrow, we will see how to use the CO version. We saw CO version, if you remember, in KP26 transaction. What is KP26 transaction? Anybody has any idea?
Activity rate we will maintain, right?
Correct, correct. Very good. Cost center and activity type, that combination, cost center, activity type. Remember in the work center, we put that activity type yesterday and we got a cost to the activity. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. So that we maintain in this KP26 transaction. This KP26. And here are actually the CO version. This first field is the CO version. Okay, so we have used it over here only. When we did this like this planning from which month to which month, this is a period, which is the fiscal year. So I did 2022. I looked at cost center. What is the cost center I used yesterday? Yeah, this was the cost center. Type also. Software engineer. And I've done this planning. This price also I maintained. This is that. I was talking about CO version. Now, then we discussed project version and we discussed this snapshot version and simulation version. So in versions there are these types. Okay, one is CO versions and project versions. And another type is simulation versions. Then there is one more type which we saw is whatever the project which we work on, that is called operative project. Okay, like what I did in CJ20N, this project which I am using for my work. I'm planning, I'm doing PR, PO, all that is my operative version. Okay, this is called operative project. Now, what is this one? M0001 and C10051. Do you remember?
Sorry, Khalid.
See, this C-10051 is an operative project. Huh? Now, what is this project? M0001C/C10051. Do you remember?
Simulation version, right?
Correct. Got it. So, this one, this is the version M0001 is the simulation version of this project C10051. Okay. When I open here, you see it, the number is same, everything. Only from here I can come to know. Okay, this thing. It is a simulation version M0001 of this project. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we saw then some transactions for simulation also. There are those three options in simulation, those three radio buttons that you can transfer from operative to one simulation version. It's here, project simulation. Okay, I will see this one, CJV4. Okay, I will add this also to the favorite. Then what happens in this CJV4? There are these three options. You can transfer from version to operative data. You can, when you use this option, so here you have to put source version, you have to put a version. Target version will remain blank because operative version does not have any version number. Okay? Hello?
Yeah, correct. Operator will not have any.
It will not have any version number, so it will remain blank. I will just put here like this. Okay? I can take a drop down and see if I have created some version I want to use a particular one. I can take a drop down and search also. So I have this one. When I take this one, second one, I will leave this one blank and I will then put then this one, the target version. Okay?
Yeah.
Then the third one is version to version. Then you have to put one simulation version to another simulation version. Okay? Let's say I want to do this one. M0001 and I have only one. I can actually put M0002, let's say. Okay? So both sides I have to fill up because this is version to version, one version to another version. And I can transfer. So the system then detects, okay, is that this version 02, M0002. If it is already there, it will not give us this prompt, create version. But it will update from M0001 to M0002, it will update. Since this M0002 does not exist, it gives us this prompt box that whether you want to create this version. Yes, I will say I want to create this version. I think we were facing this problem, okay. But that is how it has to be done. So we saw these three. I think, should we do some transactions or no, wait, what I will do, there is one more important concept about activity relationship. We created activities, but we have not given relationship to activities. Let me do that. Then we will take practice session, okay?
Okay, Kali.
So that important topic we will cover and you can then appreciate also the properly. So what happens now? This, let me just see if there is some. 1 second. So we saw this different types of versions. Okay. Okay, yes, it's under the schedule. See. Hello.
Alex,
Yes. You're still seeing me, right?
Yeah, we are able to see your screen.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Going into that, there is one very, this is also very useful concept to understand. Let me just take you through this before going into activities and relationships. Yes. Okay. This is disclaimer. Okay. I touched this topic earlier, but I did not take it in a structured format in the screen. Okay, so I just thought, because this is a very important topic. What are the business processes or scenarios which we will encounter while using project system? Okay, so basically there are two, or there can be one more type of projects. One is investment project, another is customer project. Okay, so what is the investment project? So if it's a, let's say it's a company who is doing some project work, okay, for themselves, for internal use. Okay, now let's say I am let's say I am okay, Maruti. Okay, I have plant in Delhi, Gurgaon. Okay, I am setting up new plant in Gandhinagar, or okay, I am actually yes, okay, in Gandhinagar, I am setting up new plant for manufacturing. So all the factory buildings, then the office administration buildings, everything that I make in that, okay, will come as an investment project. Or let's say I have existing factory setup. Even in that case, let's say I want to do expansion. Now I am doing 1,000 cars a day. I want to ramp this up to, let's say, 3,000 cars a day, the production. So for that, what I'm doing, I have got one line, production line. I'm going to add two more production lines of 1,000 cars. 1,000. So total I will have three lines. So the two new production lines which I am setting up, okay, that will also be a investment project. Why it will be investment project? Because this is the company's own investment, and finally this investment, we are going to have some fixed assets out of this project. Okay, I think we touched little bit on that AUC concept. Do you remember?
Yeah, Khalid, we
Hello.
remember.
Yes. So what happens is, during, let's say this is going to be 1 year project, okay, my construction. So, and it is not that everything happens at at the end of 1 year. It is possible that some WBS will get completed in 3 months. Some WBS will take 7 months, and so on. Okay, so each one of these WBS investment profile, remember that setting I showed you? Based on that, we'll have asset under construction. So asset under construction will be till the project is in progress, work is happening. But as soon as the work is completed, or we call it technically completed, that status, then when you do settlement every month, and usually we do the settlement till it is AUC, then let's say I spend 1 lakh rupee on the repair. So on this WBS there will be 1 lakh, and after the settlement, then it will go and debit to the AUC, asset under construction. Okay, so and credit to this WBS. But once I have done a fixed asset to this, means I have completed this work, technically completed, Then after that, this cost from the AUC, it will go and debit my fixed asset. Okay. And whatever balance on the WBS also will go into the fixed asset. Okay. So those AUC are only till the project is getting executed. At the end, we need to have a fixed asset for the WBS. It could be only one asset per WBS. You could have multiple fixed asset also per WBS. Okay, it is not necessary it has to be one to one. It can be multiple because I can have multiple machinery and I can have multiple things as fixed asset out of one WBS element. Correct? So
Khalid,
that was the scenario.
Khalid,
Investment project. Yes.
one WBS, the AUC is getting created automatically, only one AUC, right? How multiple
AUC,
assets
AUC.
can be?
AUC is one, but fixed asset you can have multiple
Okay.
because you maintain a settlement rule, right? See here, settlement rule. In this settlement rule, okay, AUC automatically will be one to one, but AUC is just till your project work is going on. Okay, but after your project work is gone, let's say I have this one, let's say 10 crore on this AUC, on this WBS. Now this 10 crores actually on the site, I have got some physical asset coming out of it, which I can track separately, I can depreciate separately. Correct? I want to do depreciation on the fixed asset, correct? So I can have those multiple fixed asset over here. So I will put this fixed asset, I will put the fixed asset number here.
Khalid, is there any chance that we can create multiple AUCs?
No, for one WBS, it will be one AUC. So in that case, what you can do, instead of doing AUC at this level, level 2, I can have one more level, okay, level 3, which is bifurcation of prepare phase, okay? And I can create then AUCs at the level 3. Let's say I got 4 level 3 WBS element for prepare. So I will create then 4 AUCs for this. Got it?
Then the cost will be booked at the last level or at
Yes, last level. At that level, now wherever you are having AUC, you will make that as account assignment and you will book the cost at that WBS level. Not at this level, the last level.
Khalid, we have issues with your voice. There is an disturbance at your end.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Khalid.
Is it clear or?
Now it
Hello?
is kind of clear.
Okay, I brought my mic. I think mic was a little bit far. It's clear now, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that WBS element, so okay, I will just maybe I'll make that for you. Let me just, what I will do. Okay, let me not save this. I will show you that, okay?
What is the
Okay,
AUC update?
asset under construction.
Okay.
I will show you one more here. Okay, just see, huh? We had done that earlier, but I will just again show you how that asset under construction comes. You have to go here. Remember this investment profile you have to do. You have to put this, fill this up. To this investment profile, AUC asset class. Okay, there are asset classes of asset, different groups of asset can be grouped as per the asset class. So Shrikant, if you want to tell about asset classes, what we can have, you can have buildings as one asset class,
Machinery as asset
small
class.
machinery. We can classify small machinery as asset class, big machinery as another asset class. Correct. What else you control by the asset class is the type of depreciation, how much is the life of the asset. Those things you can default, correct, no?
It's basically type of material the same way type of assets are bifurcated as asset classes.
Correct, yes. And these things you can control. How much will be the depreciation life, okay? How much, what type of depreciation? There is straight line method or written down value, which type of depreciation? These are finance terms. So we can learn that, or we can check with our FICO consultant if required. But normally we don't do that setting, the asset classes. That is usually the FI consultant which do setting. But it is good to know little bit. So because we are working in a highly integrated module, PS is, if I showed you in some slides, right? It's a very, very highly integrated module. We are talking of many, many modules when we do PS. Correct? Hello?
Khalid, basically from which core module you are from?
I am core module. I did CO, I did PS, lot of things in PS. Then I know MM, I know SD little bit, not too much of SD, but little bit I know. PP I can do.
Okay, so you are from CO, core CO.
Yes, CO and also logistics also, but not means I can handle the basic logistics part, MM, SD as well as. So I will just give you one example. How many modules we have touched till now? Okay, this is this module which we are seeing is okay, integrating with FI asset accounting. I will just show you now how it does. So now here the system status is release, pre-release. If you release it, the setting is such that once you release, it will create a asset under construction. So let me just release this. Okay, just giving me some error. Material availability check, company code 1 not defined. Okay, let me just see. I will take a simpler one. Let's say I'll take this one because this doesn't have anything. It has the investment profile. I will take realize so that it doesn't give me other issues. Just want to show you how the AUC gets created. Okay. Okay. Now there is some issue here. Okay. Company 0001 is not defined in asset accounting.
No, but the other day we created it, right? No, why are we getting
Yes.
this?
I don't know. We created in 1000, I think maybe in another company code. Let me just check that. Okay.
We created in 1710 and that.
1710. Yes. I remember we created in 1710. Okay. So for the sake of this, let us do that company code. Okay. We can do this. I don't know whether we'll be able to change it. If it's in the same controlling area, it will allow. Otherwise, no. Okay. Okay. Why it is again giving error? Let us just see. Let me just go out of it and again change the company code. Yeah, controlling area is invalid, it's telling. So it's not going to allow me to take change here. Let me just see if I can take a controlling area, which company code I can select here. Okay, so I can't do this. Okay, it seems in this company, 0001 asset accounting is not set up. I will just fix that afterwards if I'm able to. But what I will do, I will show you in that 1710 project, which I used before. I think this was the project I was showing. Yes. Yes, this was the one. So we saw, here we created some AUC. Okay, again, we'll do one AUC, okay? So what I'm going to do, I have to just see this, that in control, I have an investment profile. I will show this in the settings also in the configuration where this is maintained, okay? Then I go here. This is not released right now, it is created. Once I release it, okay, AUC gets created. And I showed you that this right now, it will be a temporary number. Once you save, then it will get a permanent number, system number for the AUC. You can go and check that as well. Go to edit, WBS element, investment program, and asset under construction. So see this, it's an internal number. Okay, and this is the asset. This is the asset class. Okay, this is account. Now I will just save this for now. After that, there will be a AUC number which will generate. I will save this. So AUC, let me go and see the AUC now. Okay, so this is the AUC, 4039. So if you go here,
If you go to the origin, you will find the WBS also there, right?
yes, I'll go here. So it's both ways. Even in the asset, you will go and see that the WBS element is maintained there. No, not here. I can
No,
go
in
into
origin.
as
In origin.
no.
Origin. Scroll down.
Yeah, here. Okay. Account assignment for investment. So this WBS element is also there here. Mhm. So this is actually asset master side. There is a, what is the T code? That is AS03 is for display. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting all the T codes in the favorites here. Okay. And then I will just download this to Excel and we will take it. I'm just going to put all these important T codes in this Excel file. Okay. And I will share it with you. Yes. Yesterday we discussed, right? We want the list of T codes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll share that with you. Okay, what happened? This is the number, no? 39. Mhm. This is a company code. No, this is 1710. So in origin, here, this is the WBS element. Then it will, okay. So this is the asset accounting side. What is this? Okay. Okay, so here once you can see the depreciation details also in this. Right now we have not done any transaction, that's why all these are blank. But then you can see what is depreciation, what is the posted value, and these details in the asset side. This is Asset Explorer transaction. It navigates from the AS03 to AW01N. Okay, now let us go back. So what I was saying, let's say this project initialization, I've spent 20,000. Okay, 20,000 I've spent, and then in this month, let's say January month, I've spent 20,000. Then I do a month-end settlement for this project. Okay, once I do this settlement for the project, so from this WBS, that 20,000 for this WBS will go and settle into this as AUC, which we saw this AUC, this number. Okay. Now, once I have actually, this cycle we will see afterwards. We'll do some transactions and then we will see. What happens is once you want to go and complete this project, let us post something here. Okay, now wait. Okay, we'll do that postings later on because I want to show you that cycle, how WBS to AUC and then from there AUC to asset, fixed assets. So we will do that later on. It will be too much otherwise. Okay, so okay, the cycle goes like this then. You have a technically completed after release, then the next one is technically completed. Okay, so you do this technical completion, and then at this point in time we will, so there is a way here. I was doing initialization. Now this is TECO. You can go to again settlement rule. Okay, I think I'll have to tell about what is the settlement rule also. Okay. Then I put here the what are the receivers. Now this is the fixed assets. So let's say for this initialization, I see there are 3 fixed assets. Okay, I can go into that AS01 transaction, create those like this transaction. I can create those 3 fixed asset here, and maybe they are from different classes. Okay. So this was an asset class I was talking about, different types of asset groups, buildings, leasehold improvements, machinery, fixture, fittings, vehicles, computer, hardware, software. Okay, so this our FI consultant will do these settings. So I can create those fixed asset, maybe 2, 3, whatever number I need. Okay, and then I will put here in this settlement rule. Okay, that this is the fixed asset. So there is category where you want to settle this. Now what is settlement also I will explain you. And those receivers. Okay, so let's say I have those 3 receivers I was telling you now. 3 fixed asset I have got. So I will put here asset number 1. I will take a drop down and select that as fixed asset. Put it here. Okay. Then I will go here, put the second one, third one. Now I can put here percentage. I said that I spent 50,000 on this. Okay. Okay. Or towards the end, my total expenditure was, let's say, 1 lakh rupees on this WBS element. And then I can decide by percentage how much I want to distribute. 20% on the fixed asset number 1, 50% on the second one, 30% on the third one. Or it is possible I want to do
Khalid,
25%. Yes.
sorry, I have a question here. See, can I?
Yes, yes.
See, I have some more than 10 or 20 WBS elements, and because the projects will be vast, like when we are talking of an example where the road construction is happening, the 10 to 20 kilometer, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now one user is responsible for 10 to 20 and the other 20 to 30. Likewise, for every 10 kilometers, there is one user responsible, one manager maybe.
Yes.
Now, how the authorization will be? Like if the road is 100 kilometers and there are 10 users, 10 managers for every 10 kilometers. So will they have, can they access a CJ20N for all of the project, or it will be restricted to their specific WBS element? How it will happen?
Very good question. Very good question. I did talk about little bit about that restricting authorization. But can I just complete this topic?
No,
Is
no, sorry. You can carry on.
mm,
Whenever it is appropriate to
yes,
discuss
yes,
this, please take it up. I don't
yes, yes, yes,
want the
yes.
answer now itself.
We will take it up. Or
Yeah, yeah,
if you
thank you.
want now, you just put the question in the chat so that it is there for us to look at afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, because there is some flow I am discussing. I don't want to break the flow. Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No,
So
why I am asking this now because see, no, we are creating a settlement rule for the third or second WBS element. Now,
uh,
what if the other manager gets into this WBS elements and he edits this settlement? That is where I got the
no,
question.
no, no. The usually settlement rule, this will be done by the finance people. Okay. This will not be the project managers who will do this. There will be the finance asset accounting team, which is a central team. Hmm? So those people should have access to their to the entire project. It is not that they will only do this WBS 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
But
but
in project
there will be
managers,
department-wise users also, right? So like again, if we switch to the other kind of scenario where there is a hospital and there is a department, every department will have their own set of core user and super user, and they will be responsible for their respective department. And if that WBS is related to their department, they will have to work on that part, right?
yes, that also the system, if you want to restrict the settlement rule, this WBS, that also is possible. I will show you what are the factors for the authorization, okay, to control authorization. I will show you that. Hmm?
Yeah, thank you.
What are the authorization objects? I spoke about it, touched about it, but I did not go there in detail. I will take this topic up, okay? So I was talking about this now, distribution rules, settlement rules. And distribution rules are actually the settlement rules, okay? So that 100%, 1 lakh rupees, which is the total cost. So now I have 20 plus 50 plus 25, okay, which is 70, 95%. So let's say I want to capitalize, put in fixed asset 95%, but 5% cost I feel is to be expensed to put into cost center. So then I will put here category cost center, and receiver I will put a cost center here. Okay, Here fixed asset, I will put fixed assets here. Okay, whatever is the fixed asset number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever number is there. So this is how we maintain settlement rule. So one WBS, we can settle to multiple fixed asset, multiple cost centers. Okay. Any questions on this?
No, Khalid.
Okay. So we saw that I was talking about this part. This is my slide. Investment project. Second part is the customer project. Customer project is what, like the road project I am doing for, let's say central government, that is government of India. I am doing one road, Mumbai to Delhi. I am doing that's Chennai 0 to 100. Or I am doing for, let's say, state highways. I'm doing it for uh, Karnataka government. Okay, let's say from what is that city, Bangalore to Mysore, let's say the state highway I'm making. Okay, so that is actually customer projects. Customer project is we are doing for some other company. We are getting revenues for that. In investment project, we are not getting revenues. We are not going to do invoicing for the project. No sales order involved. Customer project, there will be a sales order linkage. Your project, you will, in the sales order, you will do account assignment to the WBS, to the project, okay, to the WBS element. And then settlement, we will not do here, we do settlement to those asset, fixed asset, correct? Customer project, no, there will be no fixed asset because that is customer property, not our property. The third type of project is also like internal projects only. Hello?
Sorry, Khalid. Can you give an example of customer project?
Road project. I am doing one road construction from Mumbai to Delhi. Okay, I am L&T. Or remember, lot of companies, GMR, also this road construction companies are there, so many. So I am doing this piece of road, 0 kilometer to 100 kilometer. I am L&T, I got that road. So I am making the road for the government. So I am actually constructing, I made that WBA structure, right? 0 to 20, 20 to 25, 30 and all. So I complete this project. Let's say it's a 3-year project. I complete this every kilometer, let's say government, I can bill to the government. There is a rate also agreed. Okay, how much I can bill? Let's say I can bill 2 crores per kilometer completed. So once from that 0 to 20 kilometer WBS, once I complete 1 kilometer, I will bill that 2 crore. I've spent, let's say,
how it will be different from investment project?
I'm doing billing to the customer. In the
How
investment
will you
project, there
get the
is no billing.
cost inside?
Cost is the same. Cost, no difference. Same structures, everything is the same. Like
No, in case of the investment, I will be using the WBS wherever if I am getting any material related to this, I'll have a PO with an account assignment related to WBS and I will book it. And if it is a direct finance cost in my general entry, I'll use the WBS. That how the cost will plug in. And if you are using the general cost, I will have the activities or wherever external activities are there from the activity type, I'll be getting all this. But
yes,
in this case, how will I get it?
see, it remains the same. I will just see this SAP project is also this in this case. Let's say it is not my own company. I'm doing this project. Let's say for say I'm doing this project. Let us not take this group. I will take for Reliance. Okay. I am doing this project for Reliance SAP project. Now the project structure remains the same because this project, let's say I have to do a HANA conversion for Reliance for their, let's say, Jamnagar plant. I have to do SAP that conversion. I will just put here whatever project I want to put. I can say HANA conversion. The project. Okay. Now the phases are remaining same. There is no difference here. Okay. But now here I will not, my settlement rule will not have that AUC and fixed asset. Okay. And in this case, I have to make sure that I don't have investment profile in this project profile. Okay. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. So see, this is also one important setting. This is a very good question. What will be the difference? So when I do project profile, let's say my company, I am okay implementing this for one company, and in that company there are both types of projects, capex projects also and customer projects also. Let's say I am implementing this for L&T company. So L&T has their own plants, and L&T is doing road projects, bridge projects, everything for many private parties also and governments also they are doing. Okay, so this project profile, no, I will have multiple project profiles. One project profile I will have for capex, another profile I can have for customer projects. If there are some projects, I was telling the third one is overhead cost, okay, which is called OPEX. CAPEX is capital expenses, OPEX is operating expenses. So those are, we don't have the asset for it. Those are small projects which we do or maintenance type of projects where those are operating expenses. There are no new assets coming out of it. So that is also possible. So I will make multiple project profiles. I will just go there, show you. Arrow. There
Yeah,
is a
Khalid.
T code. There is a T code also for I am going to project profile. Okay. So in the project profile, this is the first setting in the project. So create project profile. Okay, this one. So there is capex project. Let's say I will make, let's say make this one only. Okay, customer projects. Now in this, I have to see what difference will be there in that profile and in this profile. So this we can have maybe, okay, project type we can have different possible. These things, I will not do any changes to this. Don't require. But what I was telling is the important one is investment profile I will not have because I don't need AUC in my customer projects. I am not going to create any asset under construction in my customer project. So that I will remove first. Okay. Now we can have result analysis key if we want, because in customer projects we do WIP calculation. So we may require, in some projects we do, some projects we don't do. So we can have this. Now this calculation RA key we will not see it in CapEx project because we don't do it in CapEx projects. Okay. So like these are the some of the difference. I can see one more difference I can have is the settlement profile. A settlement profile for internal project or for CapEx project will be different. For customer project will be different. Because maybe this settings for settlement profile, I will make settings such that I want to post to fixed asset. In customer projects, I don't want to include fixed asset. Okay, so I will make those changes in the settlement profile for a customer projects. So these are the things which we have to look out for when we do configuration for different types of projects. Again, if it is OPEX project, I will not have assets created for those OPEX project, operating expense project. So there also I will, in my settlement profile will be slightly different.
So, Khalid, in that case, the project profile will be different for all these cases, right? Or will
Yes,
we be
yes,
using what is the standard practice?
yes, we will use because the project profile pulls out all the different settings. So many profiles it pulls out based on the project profile. Okay, so I have to configure this carefully. What what are the different things I need to do differently in based on the business scenario for customer project? As I said, I don't need this, so I'll take out this field. My settlement profile has to be different. It cannot be investment measure. I will create a different settlement profile for customer project and put it over here like that. Okay.
Yeah, Khalid.
So, okay, so let me just go here.
Khalid, after the end of the cycle, that AUC becomes a asset, right?
Yes, FXA is a fixed asset.
Oh,
AUC is asset under construction. Okay. Afterwards, this will become FXA here, fixed asset.
okay.
Hmm? So, yeah, I was just let me go back here. I think there is just a few slides. Let me see how many slides are. I'm just going to put okay whatever we discussed. Just 2-3 slides I'll take, but I'll not go into these slides because I have to explain you further on this. So investment project, we saw that factory building could be one investment project. Now they have made one elevator also like one investment project they have made. Okay, and uh, this is one project. Then they have gone and done department wise or phase wise. They have made WBS elements, engineering, procurement, assembly, acceptance as WBS. Then below that, engineering, electrical and mechanical, they have procurement. They have these different parts: engine, cabin, equipment. The assembly is another WBS, acceptance another. Okay, and they have tried to show some linkage with investment program. So the PS is also integrated with investment management. So investment management also they have a tree structure similar to WBS structure. They have you can have one program and there is a combination of program number and the current and whatever year. So it could be 2021 year 2022 and so on. Then they have this breakup in the investment program at the corporate level how they want to break that program up. Let's say they want to break up into capex, OPEX, major, minor, something like that they want to break up, or they could break this up into department also. It is up to how the corporate want to break. And then this program then can get linked to the project. If you see here, I can show you. Edit WBS element investment program. You can link this up to the investment program also, this project. In case we have investment program. Okay, so which program is this project or WBS element linked to? You can put here.
So Khalid, this is an example. For example, if a company is building a elevator for themselves, right? That is the example, right?
Yes, yes, yes. This is CAPEX investment project for themselves. They are making for themselves.
If they are building for other, for example, Kone is they are installing elevator for any some community or some apartment. That is a customer project.
That is customer project. Exactly, you got. Now let's say this is my building. Okay, I have a small building in Bangalore. It is 4-5 story building, and I'm installing my own lift elevator. Okay, so this is my investment project. Okay,
Yeah, got it.
got it.
Khalid, we are already using investment profile. Why we need to again tag the investment program here?
Very good question. That is that will need some more discussion. I I told you little bit earlier that this investment profile, okay, even though here, even though it is called, this is in investment management, but this only facilitates our AUC creation, automatic AUC creation. Okay, that is only we are using that. If we are not using IM, even if you don't use IM, only this small setting is required. That's all. But we can go and see this also. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I don't know whether the question is
I will.
relevant to this discussion or not. Can can investment management be used independently, Khalid, from your experience, or it has always
Yes.
dependency with project systems?
No, no, no. Investment. See, there are two types of investment. You can use internal orders or you can use project system. Both, any one of them you can use. Remember, we saw this asset. I think Srikant told us, no?
No, no.
Origin.
The question is by Srikanth only.
Your Srikant origin. Srikant. See here, Srikant. WBS or investment order. Correct, Srikant? This is the internal order only. Okay.
Okay.
So the investment measures can be a internal order or it can be a WBS. So investment management works with both. Okay. You may have PS, you may not have PS. Still you can do IM if you are using the internal order, investment order. Okay.
Or will it not be vice versa? Like without using IM also, I can use PS, right?
Of course you can use maximum cases are like that only. 95% cases will be you will use PS without IM. There may be 5-10% cases where you will have IM also in the mix.
Okay.
Not necessary, it is not mandatory to have IM for implementing PS. Okay.
Yeah, Khalid, got it.
So this we understood. Okay, this project we saw they have WBS but no activity. Cost and dates are planned manually in the WBS of investment project is assigned to an investment program, which is this one. This is a program and this project is assigned to this program. This is the hierarchy. So it is not assigned here, but to some second or third level in the investment program. Investment program is also similar to a WBS structure. This means you can analyze cost and dates prospects. So this was investment project. So in investment, just one difference is there, that the budget you can distribute from the investment program. Like from here, let's say this is 100 crore investment program for 2022. Okay. Out of that, this bucket below has, let's say, 20 crore. Out of that 20 crore, my elevator, let's say, is 10 lakhs. Okay. So I can distribute 10 lakhs from here to this project. And then that 10 lakh I can further distribute within PS. Then the distribution happen within PS if I'm using IM. Okay. But without IM, I can directly do here that this WBS I can give a budget of the same 10 lakh and then distribute. Once we go into the budgeting, we will see this difference between these two. Okay, that is the benefit of having investment project. Investment management, sorry. This is that sentence is by this. Distributed from investment program. But this is not mandatory to have investment program. Okay, this is optional. Huh? During project budgeting, okay, I told just now this one, the investment program budget values are distributed to lower levels WBS element. Commitments and actual costs are returned to WBS element using account assignment. Project is settled to AUC, asset under construction, and then to asset, fixed assets. So we saw this. Customer project, one example, like say turbine. Turbine is, this is the WBS structure. Engineering, planning, purchasing, production, assembly, these are WBS. And then these are activities. So there are 6 activities for engineering, planning only 1 activity, purchasing 2 activities, production 1 activity, assembly 2 activities. Now you see here one more important box has come, which is SD linkage to turbine. So for customer project, you will have a SD also in the integration. Then these activities, they are linked to each other. If you see this box, this 1000, after 1000, I can do 2000, 3000 and 1400. These 3 activities I can do. After 2000 activity, I can do 3100. Okay, these are relationships, activity relationships. Okay, then after completing 3100, 1200, 1300 and 1500, then only I can do 4000 activity. Okay, so this is the activity relationship between the activities. We have not started this topic. We will start this after the break today. Activity relationship. And then these diamond shaped things are milestones. Okay, that some significant event in a project is called a milestone. So we'll see this milestone also. So the structure wise, not difference. Both customer project as well as investment project, WBS structuring, they can have activities, both it can be same. Only difference is SD sales order. In the sales order, you will link the WBS element. That is the difference here. Okay. In this, for this example, we have used activities, but even customer projects we can have without activities, not necessary that it has to have activities also. Only WBS like this structure also is possible for customer projects. Okay. Forget this part for now. So activities define the flow of the project by that relationship, sequencing of the activities. Then we define the flow of the project. Then dates Okay, scheduling, when you do, we get the automatic dates. Network, we get automatic cost calculation in the networks. By when you assign your materials, you assign those work centers, automatically the system calculates the cost for the network. Resources can be internal activity or external activity. Material requirement, how we assign materials, that we have not started. And then the project cost planning, we can use it to create the quotations. Let's say that a road project, I can create that project even for quotation. Let's say how much I should bid for that project. Whether it is, let's that 100-kilometer project, I can do the cost planning. So if I see that I get a cost plan, 100-kilometer project is coming to 50 crore, then I can do a bid based on that 50 crore cost. Okay, I want to take 15% margin, or let's say 20% margin. So 50 crore plus 20%. So I can bid for 60 crore. My quotation will be for 60 crore. That also the cost plan can be used. Then these are additional things for a customer project. When a sales order is received, it is assigned to project. This means that it can be used to plan revenues and to post these revenues by means of billing. Means you do sales order, then you do delivery, billing, that is invoicing. Actual data, dates, resources, cost, revenues, payments are returned to the network activities. Since activities are assigned to WBS, data will get summarized, that is rolled up throughout the project structure. Results analysis is performed for the project. Results analysis values are settled to profitability segment. This is again in COPA, profitability segment. Okay. So, hello, hello.
Yeah, Kali.
Okay, so much silence. I get scared whether my internet is gone.
No, don't worry,
So
we'll
is it
bother you.
okay? Yeah, thank you for that. Uh, so everybody getting it or lost somewhere? Don't worry, we will go in more detail. This is just I wanted to explain the scenario, but we will go and see each one of these topics. Some of the topics we already covered.
Yeah,
There are some
Khalid,
more topics.
before we go new topics, shall we do practice yesterday's one? Yesterday's one a
Yes,
bit
yes, 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 yes. We
tweaking.
want to do practice. Today we
Yeah.
need to do practice because yesterday we did not do any practice. So I will just quickly show after the break. I will quickly show one important thing is this one. Uh, Relationship, this one between activities. Activities we have created, okay? Till here we have reached. We have created like this activities. But how to link the activities, this I will show. After that, we will do practice. Okay, I will just take me 10-15 minutes. Then we can do 1 hour of practice today. Okay,
Okay.
so let's join back 10:40. So let's join back in 15 minutes. 10:55 we reconvene. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
continue from there, and we want to see that dates planning or the activities, how we have the relationship between activities. We want to see that part. So right now we will just focus on this project planning board, more on this scheduling one. We will focus on this. Okay, for dates planning. Okay, Now, there are two scenarios. One is with network activities or without network activities. Without network activities means only WBS structure. Okay, that is one case. So in the case of projects without network activities means only WBS structure, it is possible to plan dates, cost and payments manually. Okay, this will be manually. With network activities, if you include that also, then projects with activities allow automated planning of dates, cost, payments, capacity requirements, and material requirements. We will be focusing on the dates for now. Okay. So why do you need to do date planning? Okay, because a project is something which has a limited duration. It has a got a end date. Hmm? And it has scope defined and it has planned budget or cost. Hmm? It has to be completed within that cost, within that budget cost, that is a budget. It has to be completed with the scope, whatever scope is there, and within the time, that is a cost. Those three things are important: scope, time and cost for a project. So we need to know when my project is going to get completed. Okay. The resources, now these are other stuff also for project which we need to plan for: cost planning, resources planning, payments, incoming, outgoing payments, and so on. So we will now talk about the dates part especially. So there are different types of planning which project system support. One is the structure of the project, scheduling of the project, payment planning, incoming, outgoing, resources, people resources, machinery, material planning, service planning, and cost planning and revenue planning. Okay. Then project planning board. Now this is one tool where we can do certain things, but I will go into this tool at a later point of time. Let us go into time scheduling. So this time scheduling, which is also date planning, also it is called scheduling, it is called time scheduling, it is called the same, meaning is the same, the terminologies are different. So it is based on the project structure. While the WBS represents the structure of the project, you use activities to plan the actual course of the project. Okay. So high level structure you get from the WBS, like we saw that project, SAP project, it has 4 phases. Let's say I have prepare, I have explore, realize and deploy. But what are the tasks or the activities I'm going to perform in each one of those? Okay, that, and what is the relationship? I have to complete my configuration, or I have to complete my solution document requirements I have to take, then only I will start my configuration. Okay, then after that only I will identify what are the custom objects. Rise if the fit gap I will do. After that only I will start doing my development of custom objects. Then after this is done, then only I will do my unit testing after configuration. Then I will do system testing or integration testing. After I've done that, then only I will do UAT. So those are actually activities and relationship between the activities. So you need to plan when these activities are going to be done, what will be the start date and the finish date, how much time or how much duration each activity is going to take place. So this means you plan the dates that are independent of each other. Then you plan the dates manually in the WBS to create a first rough cut schedule. So now we created activities. So right now within the WBS, we created activities first. Now there we have to do the linkage of the activities that we will be seeing in this. So for more detailed planning, you create activities and relationships, stipulate scheduling constraints. Like there are some constraints sometimes that you have to start on particular date. Okay, maybe that is an auspicious date or it is some event, important event. So you want to start on that day only. Okay, or project kickoff. Let's say they have given some kickoff date. Customer has given us, let's say, that we want to kick off on this date. So that is a constraint which we can also use. So scheduling PS will automatically calculate the start finish dates, and also it will calculate when the materials will be required. And you can reconcile the dates calculated with those manually maintained in the assigned WBS element. So now there are different types of dates here. So first is the basic dates which we are going to input manually. And from the project, then they are often binding or for the lower level WBS elements. The activities we are going to link to each other, and sometimes we can have time constraints. Okay. Once you do the scheduling, system is going to calculate the scheduled dates. Scheduled dates, we will see this concept. There are two sets of dates, earliest dates and latest dates. That is early start, early finish date, latest start, latest finish date. Once we see in the screen, we will get clarity on this. This will be automatically determined when we schedule the network activity. How we will do scheduling, we will see this later on. Scheduled dates are determined for WS elements by summarizing the scheduling data of corresponding activities. So if some WBS has two activities, second WBS, let's say, has 4 or 5 activities, third one has 2 activities. So by summarizing the data from below, it will roll up the dates to the WBS. So based on one of the scheduling method, we can do that. Roll up dates from below activities to the higher level WBS, and then from there it will again roll up to the even higher level WBS, like level 3 WBS, roll up to level 2 WBS, and roll up finally to the project level, to the top WBS element level. Now this was about planning. What happens in the execution phase, that is realization phase? In the system, we are going to enter actual dates, either for WBS or by confirmation of activities. So these will give forecast. Okay. So this will get the confirmation of the date. So we will see how we do the confirmation in a later point in time. And then there is another set of dates, which is forecast dates, which we can use apart from using the scheduled, the basic dates. Okay, there is basic dates and there is forecast dates. So this picture is important one. In that it shows us different objects in project. So in project we have project definition, we have WBS element, we have network, and we have network activities. Okay, and the activity elements are actually sub activities. Okay, so if we see here, this project definition level, there will be basic dates. This blue color. Okay, in WBS element, there will be two types of dates. One is basic dates, and system gives one more set of dates, which is called forecast dates. In the network header, there will be basic dates, and now this blue color here, the light blue color here, scheduled dates. These are system calculated dates. Okay, they are not manually input. Okay, that is why they have put it in a different color. So once you carry out the scheduling in the project, the system is going to calculate this based on the relationship of the activity. Let's say this is activity number 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is 10 days. This is 15 days. This is another 10 days. This is 20 days. Okay, so once I do the scheduling, system is going to calculate what is the early start for this activity, what is the early finish for this activity. This then from based on early finish of this activity, and if there is any finish start relationship, then it will calculate the early start of this activity, second one. Similarly, based on, let's say this duration was 15 days, so it will add up that 15 days, calculate early finish of this activity, the same activity, and so on. It will go and do till the end of the activities. Then it will calculate whatever the date, the final date we got. From there, it will take that earliest finish as the latest finish, and from latest finish it will calculate in the reverse manner, that from the latest finish what is, so it is called backward run. This is all project management terminology, and we should get acquainted used to this terminology. Okay, so that this was forward run of the schedule, then I'm going backward run of the schedule. This is from the last activity, then go back to the first activity. In the forward run, it will be first activity and go to the last activity. So from backward, it will be taking from latest finish, calculate latest start of this activity. From here, that date, depending on this relationship, will become latest finish for this activity and latest finish of this activity also. From there again, calculate latest start of this activity, latest start of this activity. Similarly, go and calculate the latest sets of dates. So this happens in the scheduling, so that, and we don't have input. Those are grayed out fields. We cannot input. Okay, so they are called scheduled dates. That's why they are put here in a different color. Then when we do our execution, we do activity confirmation. Okay, that is where we can enter that at activity element level also we can enter, or we can enter at activity network activity level also we can enter that. Usually we just do at this level, activity and network level. We don't do at WBS level or network header level. We don't enter the actual dates. Okay, but system calculates from these actual dates which we have entered. It will calculate, roll up these days, summarize these dates to WBS also and to the project definition also. So any questions on this slide? Hello? Hello?
No, Khalid.
Okay, because it has become too verbose, so that is why I want to ask questions. But you will have questions when we go into the system and see, because this is a little bit technical about project management and important topic to know. Okay, for a PS consultant, it is an important topic to know what is scheduling. So again, this is talking about the different types of dates which we discussed in this: basic dates, forecast date, scheduled dates. So let us just see what I spoke, whether this is in synchronized with that. So basic dates are the fixed dates which you enter manually in the network or WBS element. You can use basic dates in scheduling as the framework for activity dates. So this will be used, basic dates will be used for the as the framework for further scheduling in the network. Now let me go into the schedule dates. Dates calculated by the system as part of the scheduling or activity confirmation processes, both time. Scheduling as well as activity confirmation, the project scheduling or confirmation. Forecast dates then. Expected dates which you enter manually. This is also manual in the network or WBS elements. You can use forecast dates to depict different scheduling scenarios. For example, best or worst case scenario. So this is one separate set of date apart from basic date which they have given in the system. Now our scheduling we can do based on either basic dates, or if you want to do some comparison, you can do it based on forecast date also. So let's say I see there is going to some delay in some work, so I can put another set of basic date and do scheduling based on that. So to look for a worst case scenario, what my project, let's say it is going to increase my duration project. So I can look for that worst case scenario. That time I can use this forecast date. Now actual date is at the time of execution. It reflects the current state of the project. Let's say out of my 10 activities, I have completed the first activity 100%, second activity I have completed 50%. So that I need to enter this information into the system that my one activity is 100% complete, second is 5%, 50% complete. That is what I do using activity confirmation. You usually enter them manually in a confirmation, but can also have system determine them from internal activity allocation or confirmation. Now, we can, on top of this scheduling, to influence the scheduling, we can also put, apart from the relationship sequencing activities, you can put certain constraints. Like I said, there is some day I want to start, let's say 15th August. I want to start my new construction of a new highway, okay, on that 15th August. So I can put that constraint as a start date for my activity. 15th August is our Independence Day. So I want to inaugurate that work on 15th August. Okay. So I can put that as a scheduling constraint of the activity. Similarly, you can put a constraint on finish also, that I must complete this, let's say, before Diwali, okay, which let's say falls in October, okay, 31st October. So I can put that constraint date of 31st October. I should finish my activity before that. That type also scheduling additional constraint we can put. Now, okay, let me see. I think let us not go into this now. We'll just see first how we do activity relationship. Then we go into this detail. Let me just see how, if there is any slide for relationship. Okay. I was explaining you this part: early start, early finish, late finish, late start. I'll explain you this later on. Before that, okay, let me explain you this. Now this is my WBS structure, okay, and there is a relationship between WBS and activities. So let us say this is my activities. Now A1 is part of, let's say, this WBS. A2 is this WBS, or A2, A4 is in this WBS, A3, A5 is in this WBS, and A6 is in this WBS, let's say. Now these activities, A1, A2, A3 are activities. They can have their relationship. Now there are 4 types of relationship. One second. I'll explain from here only, this picture. 2 activities can be linked to each other in 4 ways. One is finish the first activity, start the second activity. Okay. So this is the box for one activity. So finish is on the right hand side and start is on the left hand side. Okay. So I link the right hand side of A1 to left hand side of A2. So it is a finish start activity. Okay. I can link finish to finish. I finish A1, then I should finish A2. That is FF. FS is the most common one. We'll use FS, finish start. In here they have finish. So A3 finish, that time A5 should finish. Here they have put the arrow here in the center, but it should come from this side and towards the end like that. Okay. So FS is the most common one. You have FF. Another combination is SS. So you start one activity, then you start the another activity. So SS. Then there is one more, which is start finish. So start one activity, finish another activity. So here A2, A1, let's say then A1, I want to link to A2. So it will link from here to here. So there will be these 4 types of sequencing of the activity or relationships. It is called relationships, 4 types. I will just put here, just let me show you that. Okay. I click on the network. I click on this button, network graphic. I just want to show you the graphic picture. So these are the activities now. Okay. So I want to link, okay, this activity. So connect, I click on this connect button. One pencil will appear. I want to do a simple finish of activity 10 and start of activity 20, which is this high level project plan, finish, then start project charter. This is a finish start. So I link the right hand side of this activity to left hand side of the box of the activity 20. This is one FS. Okay. Now I can have, so I was telling most of the relationship are like this only, finish start, but there are other relationships also. I want to, okay, and it's not necessarily that only one-to-one activity you have to sequence them, okay, or connect them. I can connect, okay, that after high level project plan finishes, I start project charter, and I also meet the management at that time. So I can link this like this. So one activity you can link to multiple activities also. Okay. Now, so high level project plan finishes, I start senior management. Now project charter ready, again I will meet senior management. Okay. Now after my meeting with senior management, let's say I will get a project plan approval. Okay, finish start. Okay. Now let me just make this small. Okay. Now let's say my project approval of the project plan start and my project plan audit also to start. So start of that I can put like this. Okay. So I can have a start relationship between this. Okay. So
Khalid, on what basis it has selected SS?
because I started my arrow from here, left hand side of this box to the left hand side of this box. So the system automatically know it is SS.
But,
I will show again.
but
I will show again.
uh,
Let's say I want to connect this services to general cost. So if I click from left hand side of this box to left hand side of the box, it will automatically take SS. Okay.
yeah, got it.
I will delete this. Let's say I can select it and delete it. I can delete like this. Selected link I want to delete. Okay, I press this. I can delete it. Then right hand side of this box and right hand side of this box, it will give me finish. FF. Okay. Now I remain with finish start. I done SF. I remain with start finish. So let's say I want to do this. I want to start this and I want to finish this. So it gives me start finish. Okay. So this is the 4 types. Let me just take you. If you double click there and you take a cursor down, you can get this drop down. These are the 4 types of relationships. Okay. Yes. Okay. This clear? The 4 types of relationships. FF finish. So the first digit is the first activity. Second digit correspond to the second activity. Okay. Whichever 2 activities I'm linking. If I'm linking 10 and 20, so the first F is for 10, activity 10. Second F is for activity 20. FS is similarly activity 10, the first one, and activity S will be activity 20 if I'm doing that relationship. Now, see, apart from that, what is important? In this relationship, important is duration of that activity. Okay, so this duration is 15 day, this duration 10 day, 1 day, 2 day. Now what I can do on top of this relationship, let's say I finish this activity, immediately I don't want to start this. I want 1 week in between. Okay, 7 days, let's say I want. That is called lag in project management terminology. I want to put a lag time of 7 days. That I can put here in this relationship. Okay. What happened? I will just give you example. Let's say I am doing some building construction. I have done my plastering, but I cannot do painting immediately after I finish plastering. Let's say this is plastering, this is painting. I cannot start painting. I have to give it some time. Let's say I have to give it 1 week or 2 weeks for that plaster to dry up properly. Then only I can do the painting. So that is where this will be useful, this lag, which you put here in the time interval. Now this time interval can be usually put in the days. Sometimes they use interval percentage also. They can use sometime. But I don't see this being used. may be very uncommon. I usually see this one only. Time interval being used. Now this time interval, okay, in this, okay, I want to, let's say, put time interval. I can have, let's say I want to meet 2 days, okay. I'm going to give 2 days, project charter, and then senior management meeting, okay, finish start. So after project charter is ready, then after 2 days you want to meet senior management. But sometimes, let's say I want to meet project charter completed before 2 days, I want to meet senior management. Then this 2 I can put minus, okay, and I can meet the senior management. Got it?
Okay.
Hmm? So these are about activity relationships. Now this relationship, this is the graphical view I showed you because this is easier to understand, okay. But when our project has hundreds of activities, it is not physically possible to use this graphical setting to enter this sort of information, okay. Then what we do? Okay, before that, let me just explain you what this box contains and how do you read this information. Okay. So legend is there. Okay. Okay, just you see this dotted line actually represent network. So this is network number 301. This is network number 304. Okay. This dotted lines, boxes. Okay. That is one. It also contains here each active. Now this
I think we lost Khalid.
No, he is available. Khalid, are you there?
Yes, Srikanth, I think we lost him.
hello.
Yeah, Khalid, now
Hello.
we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I think there is some current issue. Current is coming now. Okay. So what I was telling is I'm trying to explain this picture. Okay. What is the meaning of each all these things in this picture? Okay. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one box is one activity. I was telling
Correct.
first this dotted line is network number. So this is network 4301. It contains these many activities. Then there is this network 4304. It contains in this box, dotted box, these many activities and so on. Now each of this white box is a activity. Now each there is mentioned this activity is attached to which WBS element like C-1000051-01. This one, like that. This one is 51-02. Okay, like that. This is the description, high level project plan, project charter. These are the description. PS01, PS01, PS01. What are these? PS04, PS03, PS02. What is this?
Network type.
Huh?
Activities.
No,
Activity types.
no,
External, internal,
that is not
service.
activity.
Product type.
That, yeah, but that is
Product
not
type.
activity type. Activity type is different. No. Oh, sorry. I think I lost connection. Let me just again connect. What it is called? It is not
Network.
called. See, there are many. Wait. There are many. What you say terms? Okay. Many new terms also we are learning, but we have to be very sure about the terms. Okay. That is this control key. Hello?
Yeah.
Control key. What is activity type? This. This is activity type. SW engineer, which I've put here. This is activity type. Okay. So please use, because we are SAP folks, at least SAP person we should not get confused. Okay.
Okay.
Because activity type, if I'm a FICO consultant, I know what I am talking about, what is activity type, because I maintain this in that KP26 transaction. Okay. And if you tell this as active type, he will think, okay, this is maintained in KP26. That's why we have to be very careful with the terminology. Then also remember this, what this is called, operative indicators. Okay. Planning, accounts and billing. This is called operative indicators. Remember this also. Huh? So there are some of the terminology which we have to know, and you don't use them correctly. So I was telling you, this one is the control key. What is this? 15 day, 10 day, 1 day, 2 day. What is this? This is duration. Okay. That activity, high level project plan will take me 15 days. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you, okay. Let me not, okay. I will ask one question afterwards. I was telling you about early start, early finish, late start, late finish, those dates. Okay. So those are represented here. These 4 dates are those. Left hand side is the early start. Okay. This one is the early finish, the top ones. Top one is early start, early finish. This one is late finish and late start. Okay. So early start, early finish, late start, late finish. That are the 4 dates. Now there is 2 more figures here. This is for float, free float and total float. I don't want to touch that topic now because we have to explain what is the float, how to calculate this free float and total float. Some of project management terminology. This calculation also, I just explained you in that picture, but I will explain you later on in more detail that I had explained on this picture, how to calculate that. Where was that? I was explaining on this. Slideshow mode. Here I was explaining you. There is a forward run when you do scheduling, which is from then early start, early finish, like that. It goes like this forward run. It goes to the last activity, then calculates backward run. Okay, so that happens in the when you do the scheduling, calculate the scheduling, run the scheduling program. Okay, but Yes. So we are trying to understand this now. Okay. So I was telling you, this is the activity number. This is the control key. This is the duration. This is the activity description, which is procurement. Then this one is earliest finish on the top, latest finish on the bottom. Earliest start on the top, earliest finish on the bottom. Activity number we saw. This is again the activity description. This whole box is the activity. These are relationship. These lines which connect activity boxes are relationship. We saw there are 4 types of relationships: FS, FF, SF, and SS. Okay. Then these 2 figures in the center are floats. Okay. So I just showed this right now.
Khalid, can you give the expansion of these relations FF?
I
FS
will.
means
1 second. 1 second. I will give you that. I think this did not get saved. 1 minute. Let me just save it for 1 minute. Huh? Okay, let's go back. Let's keep the cursor here. Now take a drop down. Now it will. Okay. So FF is finish. So finish of activity 10 and finish of activity 20. They are linked. Okay. That time only you should finish the activity 20. Finish start is the most common. You finish this high level plan, then you start the project charter. Okay. That is FS. Hello.
yeah,
Yeah,
Khalid, got it.
This one also sometime you use, not much. This one we can use. Started. I start high level plan. Okay, concurrently I want to start project charter. Start. Okay, then start finish. I start this activity that 10 and at that time I should complete or finish activity 20 project charter. Okay, so the first alphabet is the starting activity. The second alphabet here is the ending activity or successor. The terminology is predecessor activity
Can you
and
show
successor
the
activity.
start screen
I can show
pop up
you
for
that.
it?
Yes. See, now let us do one. I will just show in separate one. Let's say here, meeting with senior management. That time I want to do start with that meeting only. I want to start the approval of project plan. So like this. Even though arrow is coming from here, but I attach it from here. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is 2 and then okay. Now let's say finish of this activity. I want to finish of this activity. Okay. So I'm taking from the right hand side part to this right hand side.
FS.
Finish like that. Now one remains is start finish. To start this and I finish this, let's say. So it's like this. Start finish. On top of this, I showed you to give some lag also to the activity. Remember that 7 days I gave? That once my high
Yeah.
level project plan is
Yeah.
there, I need 7 days before I do project charter. Like this. And this we can make it negative also. I showed you that, right? For negative, just put here negative minus here. And somehow it seems that you cannot put negative before. Let me just see. Huh? Okay, it's allowing now. Okay, we can put like this, but somehow it says like this only 7.0 minus 7. It says like this, but it seems we can put like this or like this. Okay, we can put here minus 8. It shows here as 8 minus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was for scheduling. I think this is too much. Please, can you have your have you created activities?
No.
So at least create these activities now, two activities of the 4 types, and
Yeah,
then
that we have done.
you have
New
done now.
created.
Okay,
Yeah.
so open your all projects, okay, and do this relationships. 1 second before that, have we given duration? This duration for internal activity is called normal duration. For external activity, it is called delivery date. I think something.
Delivery plan date.
Delivery plan date. Okay, where is that? I'll just take 40. It's not coming in the screen. Planned delivery time. Okay, planned delivery time. And general cost activity is also same. It is called duration only. So give this duration also. And after that, then we will do this linking. So everybody do the linking like this. Uh, maybe you all give some consistent. Let me just do some. Okay. So what we'll do, let me just open another project.
Khalid, this planning will only have will be done at network and activity level. It will not be at WBS.
Which planning?
What we are uh, aligning between finish start finish.
That is at activity level only. That alignment is not there at WBS. But first do this exercise. I will explain you what things are possible at WBS, okay, and what are the constraints or limitations in WBS scheduling. I will explain you that also. Hmm? Okay. Hello.
Yeah, Khalid, we are doing it.
Okay. So what I will do, let us have, how many WBS you created below?
3.
3, huh? Okay.
Khalid, this general cost activity, will it also have a duration?
Yes, there is duration field there. Same like internal activity. It has, see here. here. Normal duration 20 days.
Khalid, can I share my screen for a few minutes?
Yes, yes, sure.
See, let me know once you can see my screen.
Yeah, I'm seeing. 1 second. You can see your screen.
See, where you are referring, we have to give the durations.
Duration, no? You expand the project first, please. And I think you are in display mode. You are not in edit mode.
Prepare. Go to prepare.
You are not in edit mode.
Oh, prepare, okay.
Come down.
No.
4000309.
1 second, 1 second. Yeah, okay.
Internal process. Down. 400 down. Yeah. See, you have
Normal duration.
normal duration scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to
There.
external processing. Next one.
30.
You
That
have
planned delivery time.
planned delivery day time is not there.
You have to fill that.
You go to edit mode.
You are actually in display mode. So no, not here. Go from the project level. Go out. I think you are locking the project somewhere. Come out. Maybe log out. Or are you locking in some other session?
This is the only.
No. Okay. Now expand.
Okay. No, you are showing for each of these WBS, can we give some timeline, right?
Not WBS. Activities, no?
We have to give only for activities here.
Yes.
Okay, in external processing, where you have to give?
External processing and planned delivery
Planned delivery.
Time. Yes, there only.
This is activity quantity.
No, you already gave. Rajendra.
Okay.
Go to service. For service, it is not there.
Okay, this one.
Normal duration.
Uh-huh.
No, you did not give for that. General cost.
Yes. You must also contain unit also. You have mentioned quantity but not duration. Yeah, unit. So DA by day. Yes. But Rajendra, you're opening from the WBS. You're not opening from the project definition.
Oh, I have to open from here?
No, go back. I will show you. See this one thing. If you see here, wait, here only. So last projects processed, you actually opened the Rajendra project, but that is a triangle. Remember, below one Manish test is a some other picture. It is a project definition. This is a symbol of WBS element. Okay. So you should go to that this one open.
Yeah. This one.
Hello.
Yeah, Khalid. So like this, I have to open.
Wait. Yes, correct. This is correct. Now you go back. It is opening the entire project now.
But Khalid, what is the difference here?
No, the difference now you see here. Now he is opening the entire project. The earlier he was opening the WBS. Okay.
No, from the system point of view, there is no difference, right? It's
That,
just from the understanding point of view only, right?
Yes, not only understanding from system point of view. Luckily, he was opening the top WBS element, so no problem. But if he opens, he can open from level 2 WBS element. See, there was one question. I think Srikant, you asked or somebody asked. I want to work on my own area. Let's say I am responsible in my own department. One project has different department. That time, let's say I have this hospital. I am in the surgery ward. Okay, a surgery ward has a separate WBS. I will open only my WBS element surgery. Let's say Rajendra, you are in orthopedics, so you will have an orthopedics WBS element. You will open only your orthopedics WBS element. Somebody is in, let's say, emergency ward, so they will open only their WBS elements. That is how also we can control.
No, but my again coming back to my question. So if Rajendra is related to orthopedic, I am related to cardiology. No, can I open orthopedic? That is my question.
No, we can control that. We can control that. We are not able to open other department people WBS element.
Will it be based on the rules from GRC, or it will be restricted at this our WBS and project settings from the
Yes,
functional point of view?
from the functional point of view, we can restrict.
Okay.
So there are some authorization objects. I will explain that authorization objects also. Okay, everybody done this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think yesterday you were shown work center assignment. Okay, yeah, I have to assign.
That we will do later on. Let us now concentrate on the scheduling. We will do work center and that, because that actually we went into ad hoc. That one. We will come to that work center and assignment again in more detail afterwards.
Okay.
Because that cannot be so quickly we can cover that. Let us understand this part now, scheduling part.
Okay. Let me share my screen again. So for scheduling, you went here, network graphic. Then so Khalid, here I have a doubt. You got the another pop-up, right? Some delay and all. So how to get
double click on that. Put your cursor on FS and double click there.
Okay.
Yes, here.
Okay, so between this finish and start, if I want to maintain some duration, maybe 5 days,
Yes.
gap I
So,
need, then I can maintain, right?
Correct, correct. That is for this only.
Okay.
Khalid, what is that icon called?
Which one?
Rajendra, can you go back?
That one is this linkage, no?
Yeah, it is connected.
Connect.
Correct
Yeah.
icon.
I am not getting in my.
Connect icon. You are not getting this picture?
Double click it.
No, no.
Okay.
From CJ20N, I am not
Okay,
getting that.
I will tell you how to do. Just go back, Rajendra. He will Rajendra will show how to come here.
No.
No, no.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the one. Network graph.
Network graphic. Click on that. Click on the network. Click on the network 4309. Just above Rajendra. Put cursor there. Now click on that network graphic button. Like this you will get. So you can try it.
Oh, Khalid, just one query.
Manish.
Yeah, sorry, actually, I was quite busy with today's stuff with my business side. Okay, so I will see the recording, and if I have any doubt, I will ask you tomorrow. But just one query on the last time, you just told that this 4 dates, which is mentioning up here, like 2/9/2022, this is early start date, correct?
Which one? Please expand
Just
one
a
minute.
sec. Rajendra, just can you give me control for a while? Just a sec.
Yeah.
This one I'm asking, Khalid.
That one is
This is
early start.
2nd of September.
No, early
This
start.
one is?
This one
This
is
is
early finish.
Finish. What about this one?
That
Late.
is late start and this is late finish.
Then how come this late start would be early than our early start date?
Yes, we will go into that later on.
Okay, that was my question.
But you see this, some figures are minus also, floats are minus. Now this needs a little bit of project management knowledge. You will get it, don't worry.
Or is it something like it is reducing 7 days from here and then it's coming up?
Yes, correct. So don't worry about it, but we will take it up in the future because we don't want to go and take topic. Let us understand the basic one, then we'll go into this, okay?
Sure, definitely. Thanks.
So all activities now covered, right?
Okay, so go back. Okay, yes. Okay, just put your cursor at the project level. Now there is one step only which you need to see is schedule. Go to edit. Edit. No, not there. Go to edit, menu bar.
Okay.
On the top, edit, dates, schedule. So this has scheduling carried out. This has come, okay? Now just save it. So this will carry out the scheduling of the project. Okay. So let us stop here.
Yeah.
Then we continue about the scheduling and see also more things in scheduling, what constraints are there, what is in WB scheduling, how different it is there from activity scheduling. We will see that also.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you everybody for your time.
Okay, Khalid, thank you.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, Khalid. Yeah.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.